Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. I'm really happy to see you here today. We are doing part 2 of the Terra Moons Cosmetics release. So today I'm going to be showing you my artistic looks using the beautiful shades that I've received from Terra Moons. And I can't wait to actually get into all of these shades. So we're going to start with the first 7 shades, which are the warmer ones. And then the third and fourth looks will basically be the cooler toned looks. These shades are absolutely gorgeous and really, really beautiful. So I will show you a couple more swatches, and these are taken with my phone. I take swatches with my camera and with my phone, so the ones that you're going to be seeing are the ones that are taken with my phone. So if you're interested in seeing, you know, some creative looks using this collection, then stick around because I'm going to be doing some really fun ones and I'm very excited about how this is going to look. My name is Ranita. I like to do makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches, lifestyle and mental health videos. If all of this speaks to you and you feel like you'd, you know, like to see more of it, then please subscribe. And if the video helps you make a decision on what shades to purchase, all of that kind of stuff, then yeah, I'd love to see more of you. I have done another video that does not include creative looks. It's just the swatches on my eyes and my arms. So if you want to go and check that out, you can go and check the video in the, it should be popping up over here. There'll be a little thing, so you can go and check that video, or you can also just check out the Terra Moons playlist that I have on my YouTube. I have to say that this collection is absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best for fall and even winter. I just love this collection. So without further ado, let's get into the first shade. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible, and all the makeup details will be given at the end of each look that I do. So if you're looking for any of the makeup, please check that. So I've put on my P. Louise base already, and I'm going to be going in with a lot of colors from this particular palette. It's a Be Perfect palette. It's the Love Tahiti palette Carnival 3, and it's got so many beautiful matte shades. So I'm going to be using that for probably all of the looks that I do today. So that's, you know, one of the makeup details. So if you see any mattes on my eyes, just know that those are all from this particular palette. And yeah, I'm grabbing some of the shade Yellow, and I'm just gonna be putting that right over here in the inner corner, and I'm gonna be doing this on both of my eyes and just kind of blending as we go along, because I want a really, really nice matte kind of, you know, I want a really nice matte shape coming here before I go in with the shimmers from the Terra Moons collection. I mean, not that they can't stand on their own. I think that they could do fine on their own, but I just want to do something pretty today and have some fun with these shades. Okay, I'm going in with the shade Mango, which is a more bright orange. I'm just kind of blending these shades together, as you can see. And just following the overall shape of my eyes to kind of have a transition of color happening here. I actually haven't played with this palette in such a long time, and I actually think I forgot how nice it is. Now I'm coming into the deeper kind of orange. This is Sundown. I'm just blending that together really quick. So yeah, you can see what it's looking like. I think this is quite pretty actually, and I will use probably the color Blaze, which is more of a red, after I've applied the shimmers. I think I'm just going to stay with this for now, and they do kind of have to be blended out at some point. But for now, let's go with this. So now we have, you know, all that white area over here, which I'm going to be going over with a clear base, and I'm going to start putting those shimmers on. So I'm going to be using 3 colors for this look. Okay, I'm going in for Spiral Galaxy, which has a bit of a green shift. So I'm going to put that as the first shade here. You can see what that looks like. I'm going to start with this. It was picked onto the brush very, very easily, by the way. I had absolutely no problem picking this up with my brush, and you can see, you know, how much pigment's actually just coming off that. Putting this in the inner corners, and then I'll be finishing up with 2 more shades. So yeah, that's gonna be my starting shade. I'm just getting as much of that as I can. It's a very, very magical shade. It has kind of like a peach green shift. There's just so much that happens with this shade, and I absolutely love it. It's a stunning shade. So I'm going to be going in with Astral Projection and Alien Code after this. So this is going to be Astral Projection now. You can automatically see that the finish is very different, yeah? like the first one that I put on is very sparkly. This is a smoother finish. You can definitely see that when I come in close over here. I'm taking astral projection with my brush again, and I'm going over to this side now. It's a really beautiful shade. Trying to get that pigment onto my lid as much as possible. I went in with the NYX mixing medium already, so I have two bases currently on my eye, one for the mattes and one for the shimmers. I'll be taking Alien Code and kind of just going in over here at the end of my eye, so you can see the overall idea of what I'm going for. It's basically like a brown that turns into a green. And you can see what that looks like. Now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to correct my eyes and add on some additional matte shades, I think, because that orange is very, very vibrant over here, and I feel that would have probably gone a bit better with Jupiter's Embrace and Ruby Satellite. I kind of feel like I want to make this more brown and just kind of, yeah, mix a bit more with the look that I currently have. So I added a brown right now. I'm just deepening that color. And I'm gonna add a bit of that brown even here and just connect this and neaten it up as, you know, as I go along. Alright, so this is what it's looking like at the moment. I went in with the shade Forest. It's a deep forest green, and I decided to kind of put that there because the shade Alien Code is such a beautiful brown and green, and I suddenly realized that the look was just too warm toned and it wasn't really helping Alien Code, so I decided to do that. I actually like the look a lot more now. I also took a brown eyeliner. This is a Temu eyeliner. It was 72 cents, and I just went over my eye. So that's the liner. So now I'm going to do my lashes, my foundation, and I'm going to come back and, you know, we will discuss the look. Hey everyone, so this is the final look. Basically what I have gone and done is add in a lot more matte shades just to kind of intensify some of the colors. I actually went in with the shade Chili Pepper from this palette over here, which is this red over here, and then I put it right at the ends of my eyes, so you should be able to see a very, very bold matte red showing up there. I also went in with a few more Terra Moons products, so I actually went in with the shade Autumn Sunset. It's actually one of their highlighters from this collection. It's this shade right over here. So that's the highlighter that you can see on my face right over here and here. And then for the rest of my makeup details, I used the Woosh Beauty palette. And for my lipsticks, I went in with Black Opal. This is a lip gloss over here. It's in the shade Uptown Brown, just to kind of, you know, be cohesive with that deep brown that's over there. So I was kind of trying to match all of that together. And for my foundation, I went in with the shade Yansa Beauty in Neutral Tan. Keep in mind the highlighters, which are all from Terra Moons, the Be Perfect palette, which is the Tahiti, Love Tahiti palette, and that's the Carnival 3 one, and then of course the Woosh Beauty and the Yansa, because those are kind of all staples for every single look. For my bases, I used two bases. I went in with this, which is a clear base, and then we also have this over here, which is the P. Louise one. This was just to kind of get the mattes to be as intense as I possibly could get them to be. And then my eyelashes are from Temu. I've completely switched to getting my eyelashes from Temu because you can get like a set of 10 for like peanuts, so I prefer getting them like that instead of buying one eyelash at a time for like $3. So I think that's about it. And you know, if you actually saw the shifts happening just now, yeah, you can see how incredible these shades are. They're absolutely amazing. Hey, so now we're going into the second tutorial. I've already put my P. Louise base on my lid, so this is the black base, and it's not deep enough for me, so I'm going to be following that up with a black eyeshadow, which is Black Beach from this Love Tahiti palette, and I'm probably going to be going in with Chili Pepper again as well, because Chili Pepper is a really nice red. So I think that I'm actually going to do Chili Pepper first, and I'm just going to add that kind of all over and create a basic shape, and then I'm going to deepen that with black. But I kind of want to see you know, just what I can create with a black base, because I really feel like the shade Ruby Satellite would do so beautifully on a black base. Yep, so you can kind of see right now it's looking very grungy at the moment, but that's kind of what I wanted to go for. And I'm just taking this red a bit out a bit more. Yeah, this looks pretty okay for now. Can go back in and, you know, just clean that up later. So now I'm taking the shade Black Beach, and I'm going to apply this black all over my lid, including blending it in with that chili pepper shade, because I want a deeper tone to come through. So this is what my eyes are looking like. I've already applied my NYX mixing medium, and I'm going in with Super Luminous, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corners right over here, just to kind of give you an idea of what these will look like if you use them on a black base. So that's the inner corner shade. You can see what that looks like. It's just to brighten up the look. I'm going in with all 4 shades that I haven't used from these 7 colors. I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye, just stamping a little bit into the inner corners right here. I think it looks incredible on a black base. That red is just showing up so beautifully, and I don't think that I saw that just on like my clear base, you know, when I was just testing out the shades at first. So it's so pretty, and I can't wait to see what the other 2 colors are gonna look like. So I'm going in with Jupiter's Embrace, which will be next. Can't wait to see what this will look like on a red base. I mean on a black base. Holy crap. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's like the whole shade just got intensified so much. This looks incredible. I can see the shifts already without even having to use a mirror. That's how strong the shift is. So I'm just gonna try and connect those 2 shades. It's a little tough. But yeah, this is going to be the middle. So now Ruby Satellite, which will be put right here at the end. Yeah, that's basically that. So I'm going to go and do the same thing on this side over here. I'm going with Hourglass Nebula, and I'm just adding a little of that right over here, because it's a very shimmery kind of topper shade, and I feel like I would even use this as my highlighter, so I was keen to actually see how it would work as a highlighter, so I'm just adding some of that into the brow bone over here. Hey friends, this is the finished look, so let me just give you the makeup details before I show you the shifts and everything. So as you know, I went in with 2 bases. So the first was the black P. Louise base, and then I always go in with my mixing medium whenever I'm using any shimmer. For my foundation, I use the same Yensa foundation in the shade Neutral Tan. I also went in with 4 shades from the Terra Moons collection. So I went in with Super Luminous, which was the inner corner shade, and then I went in with Jupiter's Embrace right over here, and then at the outer corner I went in with Ruby Satellite, and for my highlighter I was actually using Hourglass Nebula, my blush over here, as well as the highlighter over here, and in the inner corners is actually all Hourglass Nebula. I just felt like it made sense because it's such a shimmery kind of shade, and even when I used it the first time I felt like it was kind of going towards my skin color at times, and this was just with a clear base. So I kind of just wanted to create a more grungy look using all these beautiful red tones. So let's look at the shifts. This is essentially, you know, the shifts that you're going to get from a look like this. I'm sure that there'll be a lot more shifts because at the moment I'm not able to capture every single shift, but you should be able to see at least some of them happening. From my eyeliner over there, I went in with some Temu eyeliners. These are very cheap ones. They kind of look like the Kaleido ones, but they're not. So yeah, I did that, and that's how I got the purple underneath my eyes. And for my lips, I went in with Salem Cosmetics in the shade Dairy. This is a lip gloss kind of product, and it just gives a really nice color, and I felt that it matched the whole thing. And I think that's about it. I don't really have any other makeup details because the whole focus was really just on the shades, and I do like this look. I think it would look so nice for a night out, you know, especially because it's so deep and dark. And yeah, that's basically it. I guess if I hold the light over here, you'll be able to maybe see a couple more shades. You can let me know if you are seeing shades. But essentially you now know that Hourglass Nebula would be fabulous as a blusher or even as a highlighter. It's a beautiful shade, absolutely worth, you know, using as a highlighter. Just look at that, it's so lovely actually, and it doesn't really leave a cast. That's all I have for you for this second look. What I'm going to do now is go into the next two looks, and that's going to be with the last 7 shades from the Fall Equinox collection. These are going to be more cool toned, so I hope that you're ready for that. I'll see you at those two. So welcome to the third tutorial. I'm going to be going in with a few mattes from Nomad Cosmetics Whistler's Lodge palette. So that's this palette over here. I really like those blues, and I think that they would be so nice for this. So I'm probably not going to be finishing every single color here, because I kind of feel like these colors are so beautiful and so unique that, you know, just using one shade can result in such a drastically different and beautiful look. And I kind of feel like with the first 7 shades, when I went in, I was just trying to finish up all the colors in my creative looks, but I kind of feel like this probably needs 6 looks or even more than 6 looks, because each shade changes so much. So I'm just going to kind of do, you know, what I can for the next 2 looks. My Therapy Thursday, which came out on the 26th of October, was about pet therapy, and I actually used the shade Astral Projection again because I really love that shade and I felt it's so beautiful and I want to feature it. Yeah, I'm going to start by going in with the shade Snowmad, which is a beautiful kind of like navy blue. It is very, very pigmented, and of course I'm going to be going in with some of the blues here because these are very stunning wintry kind of colors, and that's the reason I picked this palette as well. So I'm going in with that first shade, which is Snowmad. I didn't really take too much on my brush, I just dabbed it in there because I didn't want to get so much pigment that it becomes, you know, kind of like unmanageable. Because I remember Snowmad being seriously pigmented the first time I tried it, and you can already see just how pigmented the color is. So like I said, I don't want this to be super pigmented. I put on a white base to try and get the color as true as possible to, you know, what you see in the palette. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the fact this is kind of just staying where I put my brush, because I don't really want to do a super dramatic look or anything. Well, it may end up being dramatic because, yeah, we're going to be using multichromes, but what I meant was I didn't want it going all the way up to my brow bone and then, you know, having to blend it all over the place. And yeah, I'm really not in the mood for that kind of look today. So I'm going in with the next shade, which is Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny is a very light kind of pastel blue, just for my inner corners. Going in with that, and you can see that it blends so beautifully with Snowmad. Yeah, you can see what's going on. It's so pigmented. These were really amazing in terms of formula. Going in on this side over here. Let's go in with Winter Star. Winter Star is a very, very pretty wintry kind of blue. It's like a silvery blue. Very, very pretty color though. Probably could be used as a highlighter. And I'm going to just tap that right here in the inner corners. As you can see, this shade is absolutely incredible. It's so blinding and so bright. I love this shade. Even when I tried it the first time, I was thinking, wow, this shade is beautiful. So it's kind of got this teal kind of shift. It goes from teal to white to blues. And like right over here, for whatever reason, the color left. I'm gonna have to cover that up. I think my base was wet over there and I ended up pushing, yeah, my base was wet over there and I ended up pushing it off with the Winter Star look. This is Moonlit Mystique right over here, which has incredible shifts of color. It kind of looks like an orange at the moment, but it really isn't like that when you see it in other lightings and, you know, other angles. So you can see what that looks like. I wasn't really sure what to expect with this look, so I'm just kind of going, okay, you know, this looks interesting. It's not necessarily a color combination that I would have gone for, but it's definitely very, very colorful and very kind of mermaid. I'm seriously contemplating if I should add a third shade to this, because I was actually planning to go in with Midnight Starlight, and Midnight Starlight definitely has a more grey-blue kind of tone coming through there, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of that. I'm going in with Moonlit Starlight, and you should be able to see a clear distinction between that second shade and the third one, because this one is very obvious. When you turn your eye, it becomes like a blue. So I think it's going to end. Okay, so that's actually perfect. I really like that I added the blue there because it kind of feels like a continuation of that blue matte on the top over there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. This one definitely has a like a gray blue base. That's what I feel when I look at this. It's just such a beautiful shade. Actually, I really love the shade Moonlight Starlight. Yeah, that's the one. It's beautiful. Hey everyone, so this is the finished look, and I'm really happy with it. I'm so happy that I put these 3 shades together. I think with the second look especially, I felt like I had maybe done a bit too much with the colors because I wasn't able to see those individual shifts with that look, but you know, that's the whole point of experimenting and seeing how colors work together. I feel like these 3 colors go so well together. They're perfect for a winter look. I absolutely love the way that that inner shade there has just stayed, and it just brightens up the entire inner corner, so you could totally use that as a highlighter, and I definitely did use it as a highlighter. I've actually put it over here. I put it over here. Now for my cheeks, which you can see are really, really shiny, I went in with another shade from the Terra Moons highlighters, which I had received previously, and that was this shade over here. I think it's Illumination? No, Luminescence. Yeah, Luminescence. That would be the one. It's just got this gorgeous white kind of base, and it's just so sparkly and shiny, and it just gives off this very wintry kind of I feel like it just looks very wintry, and it just matches beautifully with that. So I'm just so happy with the way that this look turned out. I would have shown you some of the shifts, but if you want, you can check them out again here. I mean, the shifts are incredible here. My only suggestion would be to use a really, really good base when you're doing this, because it did crease a little bit for me. I don't think I used enough base, and I know what the problem was. My base actually dried up, so I should have gone in one eye at a time. That is entirely my fault, because I know for a fact that the shades actually don't crease at all when you're doing things, when you're applying the base properly. But anyway, I'm really happy with this look. So let me give you the makeup details. So for my eyeliner, I went in with Maven Beauty. This is the shade Lagoon. Now, I know not a lot of people are very happy with the Maven Beauty liners, but I don't like the way that they work, but I absolutely love the color payoff that I get from them. Look at this blue. It's stunning. I just love that blue. It's a metallic blue. It is so perfect for lining. I actually used this brush by P. Louise. It's an acid rain paint brush. I bought this a long time ago. It was a set of brushes. So this is the liner brush, and it is so precise. So I used that, and I was able to get these really, really sharp, you know, corner. I was able to get really sharp lines, I think, and I was really happy that it was working so well with Lagoon. So I've kind of been just using this for like every look that I did today. Really happy with that. For my foundation, I went in with Yensa Beauty as always, and then I topped that off with Woosh Beauty. That is the Fold Out Face Palette. I always use those two because I just love the Woosh Beauty Face Palette. It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic if you just want to brighten up your eyes, brighten up your face, add in contouring and everything else. It is perfect palette. So if you want to pick that up, I have a code, and it is an affiliate code, but I highly recommend this palette because I use it for practically every single look that I do. Not even one look is without using that palette, you know. That is how good this palette is, and that's how much I love the product, and I will definitely repurchase it myself because I 100% believe in this. Okay, the next thing for my face would be my cheeks over here. So I wanted a highlighter and a blusher. I didn't do contouring for this, so I went in with the Armani blush, and this is in the shade 61 Desire. Yeah, it's a really pretty pink, and I'm just opening it out and showing it to you. So this is the blusher on my cheeks, and you can see how pretty it is. And then I added on Illuminescence as the highlighter, and it just went so well together because Illuminescence is essentially a white base with a beautiful wintry kind of pink, and it just blended so beautifully into that blusher, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, so for my lipstick, I used 2 shades. I went in with Kylie Jenner's Holly Berry lip liner, so I put a little bit of that on the edges, as you can see. And then for the main lip color, I went in with a Mauve Moment by Juvia's Place. I also used my clear NYX base. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I did use that. And right in the beginning, I used my P. Louise base. It was the white one. I don't know, she may have changed the numbering, but at the time I purchased it, this was known as the Rumor Zero. Just get the white base, essentially. yeah, you don't need any more details than that. And if you want to know about the rhinestone over there in the corners, those are from Temu. You can go and get them from Temu, Shein, wherever it is that you want to get them, because they're just so affordable and so cheap. Eyelashes are also from Temu, and I really love them. These eyelashes are incredible. You get 10 packs of these eyelashes for like $2-3. It's it is just fantastic, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to be doing like hundreds and hundreds of looks like me. It's just not feasible to be getting like one pair of lashes from Kiss for $2 or $3 when you can get 10 pairs of eyelashes which last for a long time. So yeah, I've just completely switched over to Temu at this point because they look so real, they feel beautiful, and I have no complaints. They work so well with the Kiss strip lash adhesive as well, so that's what I use to get my lashes on. So yeah, I don't have any more makeup details. I'm very happy with the way that this look has turned out, and I love the fact that the Nomad Whistler shades worked so beautifully with this. It's really I really love the way that my makeup turned out today. I feel like this is a very me look. I would definitely wear something like this and go out. It's just wonderful, and I'm so happy with it. So anyway, we have one more look for this particular video, and I probably will do another one to feature like the more purpley shades, you know, for another look. But for this one, I just want to do 4 shades, I mean 4 looks for now. So let's go to that last one. Welcome to the 4 tutorial. So I'm going to be going back in with my Nomad Cosmetics palette, which is Whistler's, and I'm going to be taking the shade Ski Out, which is a nice shade of black, just to kind of go and set the black base that I already have on my eye. I don't want too much black because I am going to be going in with a bit of blue as well. This is really just to set the corners. So this is a really nice formula. If you haven't tried Nomad's mattes, I would highly recommend them because they're really, really good. Very, very blendable, very pigmented, and you can use them without, you know, a colored base if you so choose to. Like, I just prefer using bases because I have oily lids and everything melts off, so I have to take those extra precautions. Now I'm going in with the shade Bucking Great, which is a forest kind of green, also quite a deep shade, but I just kind of want to press that in around the eyes because we're going to be going in with like 2 shades for this look only, but I kind of feel like they would look so good on a black base, and that's the reason why I'm just using deeper tones for this. I'm going in with Otherworldly. It is a really beautiful, vibrant blue, as you can see. And we're going to stamp it all the way into my inner corners and take it to the halfway point. Okay, I may have gone slightly beyond the halfway point, but I'm not going to blame myself because I really love this shade. It's so, so beautiful. It's hard to tell like what you get with these shades when you're using different bases. Like, I'm so curious. So yeah, you can see what this is looking like. Let me just bring you in closer. Yeah, this is, look at that, it's incredible. And I'm now going in with Orion's Odyssey, which is the shade that I want to put right at the end, and we're going to stamp that right over here at the end. It's not a lot of blending for this, it's more stamping and enjoying. So yeah, this is the look that I'm going for. And you know, I thought this was going to be very blue toned, and it ended up being pink, kind of bronze, and then from the bronze it's kind of going into like that otherworldly shade. I mean, sorry, not otherworldly, Orion's Odyssey shade right here. So yeah, this is going to be the look. And stamping, stamping, stamping to the halfway point. You can see how incredible this shade is, because the colors just get on there so easily with this brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush from their Gemstone brush collection. Like, I was so happy when I found this at TJ Maxx. It was just so beautiful and had to get it. And now we're going in as fast as possible with Orion's Odyssey. So stamp, stamp, stamp right at the end. Hey everyone, so this is the finished final look. You can see what my eyes are looking like, what the shades look like on a black base. So we went in with 2 shades that would be Unearthly and Orion's Odyssey, and you know, you can see that the shifts are really quite something. Otherworldly is probably one of the most beautiful shades from this collection, and it really is absolutely gorgeous. Even on a black base, you can see how wonderfully those pigments just come through. So I didn't have any problems working with these. I used a black base, as you probably saw, went over that with my black eyeshadow, used another shade to kind of just set all of my base, and then I went over that with my NYX multitasking medium, which is this one over here, just to kind of set the shimmer. It's been really good. It's just stayed there, no creasing whatsoever, and this is because I was applying the shimmers onto my eyes when it was still tacky. So if this base dries up on your eyes, it's better to actually reapply and then go in with your shimmer, because that way it's not going to crease at all. It's just going to stay exactly where you put it. So let me give you the makeup details. So for my face, I went in again with Yensa Beauty. After that, I went over that with the Fold Out Face Palette by Woosh Beauty. If you want to pick one of these up, you can use my code, which will get you 20% off. I really think it's worth it. So I did go in and just, you know, set my under eyes, and then, you know, just go and clean up the look a bit. And then what I went in with was, again, the Giorgio Armani blush in the shade Desire 61. It's the same one that I used from the previous look. I just really liked it. But for my highlighter, I went in with another shade from the Terra Moons highlighter collection. So that would be this one over here, and that one was Astral Allure. Yeah, Astral Allure. It's a really beautiful shade. It actually changes color, so it moves from a pink to a bronze in different lighting, and it's really pretty. And I remember when I was trying this, I'd actually commented and said, oh, I'm kind of worried that it's going to give a cast. So I actually like the fact that it's giving a cast, because it actually makes my face look more chiseled. So I think that it's actually worked out really well, and I'm just overall very happy with it. I feel it matches really well with Otherworldly as well as Orion's Odyssey on my eyes. So I'm really happy with the way that's all come together. For the rhinestones, again, everything from Temu, and my lipstick is Burning Love. It's a Powder Kiss lipstick by MAC, and it's just a really lovely pink. I really love this color, and I felt like it would go so well with this look. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have any other details. Honestly, I feel like I could do hundreds of looks with this collection. It's, you know, just so different, so unique. The shifts, the way that they work with different bases, you're gonna get hundreds of looks with this, as long as you're using them with like different eyeshadows, like that's the mattes. I mean, like you can just get so many different combinations. So I've actually done 5 creative looks, I suppose, with this collection now, because I did do one of them for my Therapy Thursday, which was about pet therapy, and I do want to go in a bit more, because I only used 5 shades from the Cool Tone, so I actually left out the first 2, which were Hypernova and what was that, Stellar Siren. So yeah, I need to do looks for those 2, and I'm probably going to just take my time and just, you know, create as I go along, because I do have so many other things that I want to feature on the channel. Thank you for joining me for another Terra Moons video. I really have absolutely loved this collection. I love the highlighters. You know, being able to use the highlighters in so many different ways has been pretty fun as well, you know, because I made it a point to actually use only their highlighters for this video, because I wanted to show you again how these highlighters work on my skin tone and how beautiful they are. I've had no problems. I probably need to go in again and try the deeper tones and see how they would work. Maybe some of them could even work as contours, no clue, but you know, it's all about experimenting and playing around. So anyway, thank you. I'll see you soon, and I hope that you have a lovely week. Bye.